What is going on, LEGO Maniacs? It's Tyler right here, and today we have another awesome set for Old School Wednesdays, and that is the Boulder Cliff Canyon that's taken from the Western and the Indian sub-theme. They'd never call it that nowadays. But that set, 6748, has 256 pieces, retailed for 40 US back in the day, had 6 minifigs, came out in 1997. Nowadays this set's going for about 250 US or about 99 US old. So 250 US new, 99 US old. So yeah, it's appreciated quite a bit. Honestly, really cool set. It's the second largest Native American Indian set, whatever you want to call it, that LEGO ever made. And yeah, just a really good set. A lot of good things about it. But yeah, enough talk. Let's get right into it. To start off this review, let's just give you guys a 360 view of this set. As you can see, first right off the bat, great looking base plate. LEGO does not do this at all, or very rarely with this amount of detail on a base plate. So let's just give you guys a little bit of a, basically a picture of what it kind of looks like. So as you guys can see, there's a nice river running through it. Yeah, there's some nice little plant features. I mean, it just looks great. And then obviously it's mixed in with studs so you can build on it. So very, very nice looking little build. Next thing is we'll just center in on a couple of these smaller builds. Now, first off, as you guys can see, here's a nice little canoe. I actually will be featuring this in Does the Boat Float? I think this would make a good candidate. Just because it looks like it will, but I've never tested it. Then moving on, you get two. Actually, we'll look at those when we check out the minifigs, just because they're so detailed, the horsemen. So let's just leave that for that. Now let's take a look at the set itself. So first off, as you'll notice, they have these little tree trunks, and basically it looks like it's been chopped down. And it actually fits a minifig. You can put a minifig in there, which is pretty cool. And then in the top right, as you guys can see, there's a minifig cooking. So a Native American, and then there's the totem pole. So very, very cool. I love that they implemented that. The other cool thing about this is this teepee. The minifig can fit in and out of this little flap. So I did appreciate that. I thought that was pretty cool. I'll just open it up as well, just so you guys can kind of see what it looks like inside. And it's nothing too crazy, but there's a little fireplace in there. So pretty cool, and you can fit a minifig in there, no problem. Nice and snug. It can actually fit probably up to 8 minifigs in here. So very, very cool. Much better than the Lone Ranger teepee. I'll review that set one of these days. It's a plastic teepee, and I mean, come on. LEGO just did so much better with the cloth teepee. Moving on, we have the back Boulder area. So this is called Boulder Cliff Canyon. There's a reason for that. So let's just do this for fun. Say this guy, you know, he's fishing, whatever, doing his thing, having a jolly time, and then this happens. So it takes him right out. I thought that was pretty cool. The other cool thing about that boulder is when you open her up, it actually has, I'll just show you guys. You can fit whatever you want in there. But if you open the boulder up, it actually has a hidden compartment for weapons. So I have a bow and arrow in there. And it just seals up like this. So very cool. Let's now move on to the back of the area a little bit more. So as you guys can see, nice little area. There's a little ladder leading up. And what's cool is you can take this little bridge off, or you can, you know, put it back in there, but there is no feature to basically drop it. I'll show you guys the back of it. This is very similar to the Bandit's hideout in the sense that it uses a lot of these big rock pieces. Some people might find this set expensive. It is a bit, but honestly, if this set was retailing nowadays, it'd probably go for 60 US. And if you do inflation and all that, You know, prices, the currency's changing over the years. 40 US would probably be about 60 US nowadays. So fair price. I mean, not a lot of pieces, but still, it is a sizable set, as you guys can see. Wonderful looking base plate. But yeah, now that we've looked at the set, let's take a look at the very detailed minifigs. And here we have 3 of the 6 minifigs. So the very first thing that I want to mention that's very unique to these minifigs is, yes, they have a lot of printing, which was great for 1997. But if you notice, they have noses. Every single one of them has a nose. I thought that was honestly crazy. I mean, they very rarely, if ever, have done noses on minifigs. So they kind of broke the rules with this. I don't think it looks bad. It's just very different. So first off, on the far right, we have probably one of the most rare minifigs that comes out of the Western theme. Rare in the sense that she's not in a lot of sets, and that is the it's basically almost like the Indian or Native American princess. And she's also rare in the sense that she's the only female minifig out of the Western and Indian sub-theme. So yeah, they finally made a girl. So I thought that was kind of funny. You know, you just would have expected more. And then in the middle, we have basically like the medicine man chief of the Native Americans. So very, very nice looking. I love that he has the bull hat as well. It's a very unique piece. Yeah, and then as you can see, very nice torso. Legs are the same as the princess. And then on the far left, we have basically like a Native American archer. So nice looking as well. I love how they implemented, you know, the clothing. It looks accurate historically. And the cool thing is about the set is you get 2 of these guys. What is funny is they would not do that nowadays, include 2 of the same minifig, but they did that back in the day. But now let's move on to the final minifig. There's 2 of them as well as take a look at some of those horses. And here we have the final minifig. So as you guys can see, there's 2 of them. One's in the background right here. The other one's right here. So nice looking red Native American. I just wanted to center in on some of these shields as well, just because they are unique to this theme. So very, very nice looking. Here we have a chieftain looking one. And then we have a bull, basically bull hat looking one, buffalo, right? So very, very cool. I'll give you guys a 360 view just to let you guys know there is no back torso printing or back face printing, but very nice looking. I also love how they implemented these little feather pieces, and they're just connected right here. Like this come out on these little knobs. That actually is a little bent. But yeah, very, very cool. It really gives the idea of, you know, Native Americans. It captures it, I believe. But now let's take a look at the 2 unique horses that are included in this set. And here's the first of the 2 horses. So I'll give you a 360 view. As you can see, very nice printing on it. If I have to say, this set is way ahead of its time as far as printing goes. Yeah, I mean, anyway, it's just most sets now back then in the 90s did not have as much printing on the minifigs and no printing on the horses. So very nice looking. Let's just take the saddle off, give you guys a little more view. So obviously you can see that there's the bull hat. This is the medicine man, or the bull chieftain's horse. Obviously there's a nice hand there, although Lego men do not make that hand. There's a lot of little obscure things, noses, hands, like stuff you would never normally see on a normal set. But yeah, this is the first horse. Let's now take a look at the second one. That's just right here. So I'll take the saddle off as well to give you guys a little bit better look of it. What's cool about these saddles too is they can carry 2 items. So that's very cool with those little basically grapplers. So yeah, anyways, just thought I'd center on that. This is the other horse. Love the feather right here. Just a great looking horse all in all. Like they all have Native American type signs on them, which is pretty cool. So yeah, very nice looking set. I have to say I'm very impressed by all the detail that's included with the minifigs and the horses, and as well the set is actually pretty good looking as well. But yeah, those are the minifigs and the horses. Let's now get into the end of the review and get my final. Well guys, that was my review. Do hope you enjoyed it. Honestly, I think this set is exactly what you'd want a Native American set to be basically. I mean, you get lots of minifigs. The cloth teepee's awesome. It looks kind of rocky, which is accurate to where they kind of built their settlements. There's a totem pole in it. It has some cool features, some nice minifigs. It is funny back in the day how they just duplicated minifigs. They really try not to do that with LEGO nowadays, but it was a different age. And I have to say there's a lot of detail put into the minifigs in this line as well. It's actually interesting, again, that this was the only time they ever made a female minifig in the Western theme. So anyways, kind of interesting that they did that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like the set? Do you not? Is there any areas you possibly think they could improve on? The set is 22 years old as of 2019, so we got to cut it a little bit of a break. But yeah, anyways, still, I think all in all, very solid set. But yeah, that's all I got for today. But if you liked the video, leave it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing and click that bell so you're notified for any future old new sets that I do on this channel. We do one every Wednesday, and yeah, I really enjoy doing it. But yeah, that's all I got for you again, but take care, and I'll catch you on the next one.